Hello students, today in this video I will start a new unit. The name of the unit is Algebra and the chapter name is Fundamental Concepts. What is algebra? So algebra is a branch of mathematics in which we deal with the numbers which are expressed as a symbols such as x, y or z, or we can say symbol a, b or C or any other alphabet. So algebra is a branch of mathematics in which we deals with the number that are generally expressed as a symbols, and these symbols are unknown terms. These are unknown terms. We don't know the value of these numbers, these alphabets. So such symbols are known as variables, or we can say literals. Let's take one example. Suppose one person is there, Arjun. We will say that Arjun has X rupees. I am writing here, Arjun has X rupees. So I mean to say that this person Arjun has certain sum of money, but that money is unknown. We don't know how much money he has. This is the unknown term. If I will say Arjun has 10 rupees, so this value is known. We know the value. What is the money that Arjun has? 10 rupees. So this known value is known as constant, and this unknown value is known as literal or variable. So what is algebra? Algebra is a branch of mathematics in which we deals with the number that are expressed as a symbols such as x, y, z, or we can say a, b, c or any other alphabet. So examples I had given. This is the example. Arjun has x rupees. Here this is the unknown term. We don't know what is the value of this x. So such unknown terms are known as literals or variable. And another example is Arjun has 10 rupees. Here we know the value. What is the money? Here value is 10 rupees. That means such numbers, fixed value. This is the fixed value. Such numbers are known as constant term. Now next point is terms. So what are terms? So literals and variables can be connected with the help of multiplication or division signs. Then such numbers are known as terms. Let's take one example. 6 and x. What is 6? 6 is the constant term. This is the constant. Why it is constant? Because this is the known value. We know this is 6. X value is unknown. We don't know the value of x. That means it is variable. If we will combine these two with the help of multiply sign or with the help of divide sign, then such values are known as terms. This is also term. This is also a term. And it is not compulsory to combine constant and variable. Only constant if we will take. If we will take 6 only. 6 is also a term. This is also a term. If we will take only x, then x is also a term. If we will combine these two with the help of multiply sign, as I had written here 6 into x, then this full value 6 into x is also a term. 6 divided by x, this is also a term. So these are the examples of terms. So what are terms? If we will combine constant and variable with the help of multiply and divide sign, then such numbers are known as terms. Such values are known as terms. Now algebraic expression. What is algebraic expression? If two or more terms are joined together with the help of plus sign, addition or subtraction sign, then that full equation is known as algebraic equation or algebraic expression. Suppose here I had written 4 terms in this example, 6x, 6x, 6 upon x. If I will combine 2 terms as these two are there, if I will combine these 2 terms with the help of addition or subtraction sign, 6 plus x or 6 minus x, then such equations are known as algebraic expression. These are the 2 terms. If I will combine 3 terms, then also that equation will known as algebraic expression. Let's take one example. 6 plus 6x minus 6 upon x. This is also an algebraic expression. So what is algebraic expression? If we will combine 2 or more than 2 terms with the help of addition or subtraction sign, then such equations are known as algebraic expression. Now algebraic expression are of 3 types. First one is monomial, another one binomial, and third one is trinomial. Algebraic expression we can write as in 3 forms, that is monomial, binomial and trinomial, depending on the number of terms. If number of terms is 1 only, then that expression is known as monomial. If an algebraic expression has only 1 term, then that algebraic expression is known as monomial. Example of monomial, example 6 I had written, this is only 1 term, so this expression is monomial. I had written 2x, this is also a 1 term only, this is also a 1 term, so this expression is also known as monomial. Now we will take the example of binomial. Binomial means number of terms 2. Example 6 plus x. I had written 6 plus x. Here number of terms are 2. First term is 6, second term is x. So these are 2 terms. So such expression is known as binomial. Trinomial means number of terms 3. Number of terms is equal to 3. Then we can say that that algebraic expression is trinomial. Example 6 plus x plus 2x square. This is the first term, this is second term, and this is third term. So here number of terms are 3. So such algebraic expressions are known as trinomial. Now next point is coefficient. So what is coefficient? Suppose I have taken one term 3x square y. This is one term. This 3x square y here, this is the constant term. What is this? This is constant. And these x and y, these are literals. These all things are connected. These are joined together with the help of multiply sign. 3 multiply x square multiply y. These all things are connected with the help of multiplication sign. Now if I want to write the coefficient of 3, that means you have to write the remaining factor instead of 3. We will leave this 3. Coefficient of 3 means x square y. So in order to write the coefficient, what you have to do, if you have to write the coefficient of 3, then what you will do, you will write the remaining factors of that term. This is the full term, this is one full term. In order to write the coefficient of 3, what we will do, we will write the remaining term, remaining factors. Remaining factor is, instead of 3, what is the remaining factor? X square y. If I want to write the coefficient of x, so here what you have to do, this one you have to change further. 3 into x square means x multiply x. X square. What is the meaning of x square? X square means x multiply x sign. Multiply y is also there, so multiply y. These all are the factors of this term. This term 3x square y. In this, what are the factors? 3 into x into x into y. Now, in order to write the coefficient of x, what you will do? You will write the remaining factors. Remaining factors is 3x y. And one more thing you have to remember here. This 3 is known as numerical coefficient. What is the numerical coefficient in this term? Numerical coefficient is equal to 3. So numerical coefficient means number. What is the number here? In this term, 3 is the number. So numerical coefficient is 3. So like this you have to identify the coefficient. Now next is like and unlike terms. If two terms are given, suppose one example I am giving you. First term is 3x, another term is 2y. So here you have to identify literals. Literals means alphabet. Here you will observe that alphabets are different. So such terms are known as unlike terms. If literals are same, 3x square and 4x square, here you will observe alphabets, literals are same, x square, x square. So such terms are known as like terms. So what is the definition of like terms? Terms in which variables or literals are same, then such terms are known as like term. Now next is polynomial. Now next is polynomial. Next point, polynomial. So what is polynomials? In this, first of all, I will write one algebraic expression. This is the one term, this is another term, this is third term. Here I had written three terms. If we will connect, if we will join these terms with the help of plus or minus sign, then such expressions are known as algebraic expression. Here what you have to remember, if each term of this expression can be expressed in the form of ax power n, where a stands for number, number means constant term, and x is literal or variable, and n is the positive integer. Positive. If an algebraic expression, each term can be expressed in the form of ax power n, where a is the constant term, x is the literal, and n is the positive integer, then such algebraic expression is called polynomial. So here, if we will check this one, first, this is the first term. If we will check 3x square, here 3 is the constant term, x is the alphabet, 2 in place of n, 2 is coming. What is the sign of 2? 2 is positive. Here no sign is there. 2 के साथ कोई भी sign नहीं है. That means 2 is the positive. So this term we had expressed in the form of ax की power n. That means this is correct. Now we will check this one. This is a. Instead of a, what is written here? 2. This is x power n. Here no power is there. That means if nothing power will be there, then we have to take 1. So it is also expressed in the form of ax power n, and this one also ax power n. Here, if I will check this one, instead of a, 6 is written. A, what is a? A is the constant term. So constant is 6. X power n. Here x is not there. Since x is not there, we will take here x power 0. Here literal and variable, literal or variable is not there in this term. So what we will do, we will take x power 0. Now this term is also expressed in the form of ax power n, where n is the positive. So such expression is known as polynomial. It is a polynomial. It is a polynomial. Now degree also. Polynomial and its degree. Degree. What is the meaning of degree? Degree is the highest power of the literal or variable. What is the highest power here? This is x power 1, this is x power 0, this is x power 2. What is the highest power? 2. So that means degree is equal to 2. So this is the first example. Now take one more example. 3x power minus 2 plus 2x plus 6. Here alphabet x is not there. So what we will do? We will take here x power 0. This term is expressed as ax power n. This is also expressed in the form of ax power n. This one also is expressed in the form of ax power n, but here you will observe that power. What is the power here? Power n. N means minus 2. Here power is negative, but the rule is that a should be constant term, x literal, and n should be positive integer. What will be the value of n? N must be positive integer, but here it is negative. What you will observe here, power is negative. Power is negative, minus number. So we will say it is not a polynomial. Why it is not a polynomial? Because its power is negative. Now this is not a polynomial, so we will not write the degree also. Degree we have to write in that algebraic expression which is a polynomial. As we had written here, degree is 2 because it is a polynomial. Since it is not a polynomial, so we will not write the degree also. Now take one more example. Example third. Example number third. Suppose I had written 3 upon x square plus 2x plus 6. Here with the 6 nothing is written, so we will take x power 0. So this term is expressed in the form of ax power n. This one also is expressed in the form of ax power n. This is not written in the form of ax power n. So what you will do? You will bring this divide x power 2 in the numerator, and here we have to use the laws of exponents laws we have to use. What do you have to do? If we will bring this x power 2 in the numerator, the sign of the power will get changed. So this will become 3x power minus 2 plus 2x1 plus 6x power 0 plus 6x power 0. So what you had observed here? Here you had observed that this x power 2 is written in the denominator. When we had written in the numerator, the power became negative. Here power is negative, so it is not a polynomial. This one is not a polynomial. So these are the general things that you have to remember. Now we will do some questions from textbook exercise. See question number first. We write the following symbolically. We have to use the symbols and then we have to write. First question, first part. The sum of 3 and a. Sum. What is the meaning of sum? Sum means plus. So with the help of symbol we have to write it. Sum of 3 and a. Two things are given, 3 and a. For sum, we have to put the plus sign in between these two numbers. So this is your final answer of first part. Second part is sum of 6 and minus x. Two things. Which two things are given here? 6 and minus x. These two things are given. We have to do the sum. What is the meaning of sum? Sum means plus. What is the meaning of sum? Sum means plus. So because of sum we have to put here plus sign, and minus sign is already given in the x, so that's why we had taken here bracket. Now 6 plus and minus will become minus, and this x we have to write as it is. So final answer of second part is 6 minus x. Now see another part. Sixth part. Minus 7 subtracted from x. Subtract is coming. For subtract, rule is there. The number which is written after from, the number which is written after the from, that we have to write first. What is written after from? X is written. So we will write x first. And another number is minus 7. That minus 7 we have to write later. Now between these two things we have to put subtract sign. For subtract sign we have to take minus. Now these two signs are coming together. Here we have to put the bracket. Bracket we will take because this minus sign is already given in the 7, and this minus sign we have taken because of subtract. Now we will open the bracket. X minus and minus will become plus 7. So this is your final answer of part number 6. You can write directly this one also. Both the ways are correct. You can write this answer also and you can write this one also. Now see another part. Seventh part. The product of 11 and p. Product you have to write. Product means multiply. What is the meaning of product? Product means multiply. So 11 and p, two things are given and we have to do the product. Product means multiply. You can write like this also, or you can increase one more step. You can do one more step. 11 multiply p will be 11p. This one is your answer. You can write this one also. This is also the correct one, and this answer is also correct. Now another one, 10th part you see. Part number 10th. The sum of y and minus 7. Y and minus 7. These two things are given. We have to do the sum. Because of sum we have to put here plus sign. Two sign are coming together. We have to use bracket. Now the sum of y and 7 we have done. Y and minus 7 sum. After that it is written divided by 11. Divided by 11 means you have to put upon, and under this you have to take 11. Now either you can do like this, or you can increase one more step. You can do one more step. Y plus minus 7 upon 11. Like this also you can write. So both are correct methods. Either you write this much, or you can increase one more step. Y minus 7 is upon 11. So like this you have to do question number first. Now see another question. Question number 7. Another part you see. Part number 11. 11th part. 11th part is the product of 3, and in the bracket it is written the difference between x and 2 when x is greater than 2. What is given here? X is greater than 2. First of all, it is given in the question x is greater than 2, and after that in the bracket it is written difference between x and 2. Difference means minus. What is the meaning of difference? Difference means you have to subtract. X is greater than 2. So what we will do? We will do x minus 2. We will not write 2 minus x. Why? Because x is greater. The greater number we have to write first. From that number we have to subtract smaller number, that is 2. And after that product of 3 and the difference. What is given in the question? You have to do the product. Product means multiply. Which numbers we have to multiply? Product of 3 and difference. 3 product means multiply, difference. What is the difference? Difference is full. this full is the difference, x minus 2. So here x minus 2 we have to take in the bracket. Why we will take in the bracket? Because we have to do the product of 3 and difference, and difference is not x only, difference is the full number. This full is the difference. That's why this 3 we have to multiply with full number, so we have taken here bracket. Now next part is 13th part. You see part number 13. 1 added to twice the sum of x and p. 1 is added. 1 is added means you have to add 1. Add means plus 1. In which number we have to add 1? Twice the sum of x and p. Here you have to do the sum. Sum means plus. Sum of x and p. 1 is added, so that means we have to plus 1 at last. In which number we have to do plus 1? Sum of x and p is given, so x and p we have taken in the bracket, and with this sum it is given twice also. Twice is also written. 1 is added to the twice the sum of. Twice means we have to multiply 2 also. This is the sum. This sum we have to multiply with 2 because it is given in the question twice the sum. Twice the sum means 2 multiply some answer, and sum means plus. In that we have to add 1. So this is the answer of part number 13. Now we will do question number 2. Second question. Fill in the blanks. First part. A plus how many times it is written? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to add these a's. How many times it is coming? 5 times. A plus a becomes 2a. So when we will add these 5 a's, we will get answer 5a. On adding a 5 times, we will get 5a. Next one is third part. You see part number 3. Part number 3 is x multiply x multiply x. 5 times it is given. Here plus is not there. If plus sign will be there, x plus x plus x plus x plus x, it will become 5x. But this is not the add sign, this is the multiplication sign. In multiplication we have to write in powers. Powers we have to write x power 5. Why we will write 5? Because x is coming 5 times. So what we will do in multiplication, we will count how many times x is coming, and in multiplication what we will do, we will write these number of x in the power. How many times it is coming? 5 times. So x power 5. Now part number 5th. Y divided z is equal to y into dash. Here we have to fill in the blank. What is the answer? Here we have to fill. So what we will do? Y divide means upon z. We will write like this. Divide sign means upon sign. Now here what you have to do? On the right hand side you will observe multiply sign is coming, but on left hand side multiply sign is not there. But if I will take here multiply 1 from my side, meaning will remain same. Why meaning will remain same? Because whenever we will multiply any number with 1, answer will be that same number only. Y multiply 1 will be y only. So I will add here multiply 1 from my side. I will take multiply 1. Now this one you can check, you can match this one with the right hand side. When you will match this right hand side with this one, you will observe here we will get y multiply 1 upon z. This one we can write in this way also. This full upon z we will take under 1 here. Now y multiply dash means y multiply 1 upon z. That means in this fill in the blank we have to write 1 upon z. So in the fill up, what you have to fill? You have to fill 1 upon z answer. So like this you have to do question number 2nd. Now see question number 3rd. Write the base and index. First part, x power 3. We have to write base and index. Base means the number which is written downside. What is written down? X. So this is base. Index is power. What is written upside? In the power 3. So we will write index is 3. See another part, fourth part. Fourth part is 2y power 5. So here you have to write base and index. So what you will do? Base is the number which is written downside. What is written in downside? 2y. So base is 2y, and the number which is written upside in the power, that is known as index. What is written in the power? 5. So this is your final answer. So like this you have to do question number 3rd. Now see question number 4th. For the algebraic expression 3x square plus 5xy minus 7y square plus 1. Answer the following. First part is write the number of terms in the expression. You have to write the number of terms. So as I had already explained you in the explanation how to count the number of terms. Number of terms, these all are the terms. These all terms are separated with the help of plus and minus sign. So here between these two plus sign is coming, between these two minus sign, and between these two plus sign is coming. So how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of terms are 4. Now second part, write the constant term. Constant term. Two things I explained you, constant and variable. Another name of variable was literal. So what are constant terms? The terms which have fixed value, known value, जो आपको पता है, known value. What is the known value here? These all are alphabets. This is the known value. So this is known as constant term. So what you will write? Constant term is 1. Another thing, third part, write the terms. You have to write all the terms. So first term is 3x square, comma. Another term is 5xy, comma. Third term is 7y square. But here minus sign is coming. So minus sign we have to take in the term minus 7y square. Fourth one is 1. So here 4 terms were there. In this question, in this part, we have to write those 4 terms. This is the first term, this is second term, this is third term. In this third term, minus sign was also there, so we had written here minus sign also. Fourth one is 1. Now last part is write the coefficient of xy. Coefficient of xy. Coefficient means you have to leave this xy and you have to write the remaining factors. Leave xy. Where is xy? Xy is coming here in this term, if you will observe. So leave this xy. What is written with xy? 5. So coefficient of xy is 5. We have to write the coefficient of x square also. Coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. In which term x square is coming, that we have to see. X square is coming here. So what is written with x square? 3. So coefficient of x square is 3. Another thing he is asking in the question, write the coefficient of y square. Coefficient of y square. Where is y square? Y square is coming here in this term. With y square, what is written? minus 7 is written, minus also you have to take. So coefficient of y square is minus 7. So like this you have to do question number 4th. Now question number 5th is the same as you had done here in this question number 4th. So all of you complete up to question number 5th. Remaining questions I will explain you in the next video.